Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. You are not just flesh and blood. You are not merely human. There is something divine in you, something beyond this world, beyond logic, beyond human reasoning. You were not just born, you were sent. The greatest deception of the enemy is to convince you that you are just like everyone else, that you are ordinary, that you are limited. But deep down you know something is different. You sense it, you feel it. You have never truly fit in with the crowd because you were never meant to. The reason is simple. Your origin is not just earthly, it is heavenly. You were not just born, you were sent. There is a vast difference between existence and purpose, and the truth is, your arrival on this earth was not random. You are not the result of mere biological processes, nor are you a coincidence of human decision. You were sent by divine design, embedded with a mission that transcends human understanding. Before the foundations of the world were laid, you were already in the mind of God. Before your body took form in your mother's womb, your spirit was alive in the eternal realm. You did not begin here, and you will not end here. Your existence is not bound to the limits of time and space, for your spirit carries the essence of something much greater than the physical world around you. Have you ever wondered why you often feel different? Why the things that satisfy others never truly satisfy you? Why you have always sensed that there is more to life than what is seen? That inner longing is not an accident. It is a signal from your origin. The divine placed something within you, an awareness, a calling, a deep and unshakable knowing that you are not like everyone else. You have always felt like an outsider because, in truth, you do not fully belong to this world. You were sent into it, but you are not of it. Every chosen one carries an assignment, and with that assignment comes a sense of responsibility. The reason life has never been easy for you is because your purpose is weighty. The greater the assignment, the greater the battles. You are sent here with divine intelligence, equipped with everything you need to fulfill your mission. That is why you have always been different, why certain doors have been closed, and why you have encountered hardships that others have not. The weight you carry is not a burden. It is a sign of your importance. You are being shaped, refined, and prepared for what you were designed to accomplish. The world around you may not recognize your significance, but heaven does. The trials you have faced were never meant to break you, but to build you. The struggles were not a sign of your weakness, but a testament to your strength. You are not here by accident. You are not ordinary. You are not simply human. You were sent from another realm, woven with divine intent, carrying the imprint of something eternal. Your presence here is proof that there is something only you can fulfill. Your true nature is spiritual, not just physical. You may have been born into a human body, but that body is merely the vessel, not the essence of who you are. The world teaches you to identify with the flesh, your name, your background, your abilities, and your limitations. But your real identity goes beyond what the eyes can see. You were not designed to be ruled by physical senses alone. You are spirit first, and your spirit existed before your body ever came into being. That is why you sometimes feel a deep disconnect between what the world tells you and what your soul knows to be true. The more you awaken to your spiritual identity, the more you realize that you were never meant to conform to the patterns of this world. The world is loud, constantly feeding distractions to keep you focused on the temporary, the material, the fleeting. It tries to anchor you in fear, survival, and competition. But you were created to operate from a higher dimension, to live by faith and not by sight. When you understand that your spirit is greater than your flesh, you stop being controlled by circumstances. You no longer react to life as a mere human. You respond as a spiritual being with divine authority. Your body may be in the world, but your mind must remain aligned with your true home, the spiritual realm from which you were sent. The battle between the spirit and the flesh is ongoing, and it is not fought with physical weapons. The enemy wants you to stay trapped in your flesh, believing that your limitations are real, that your struggles define you, that you are nothing more than what your past says you are. But when you live by the Spirit, you walk in a different power. You no longer live according to the dictates of the natural world. You rise above it. Fear loses its grip. Doubt fades away. You become unshaken by the ups and downs of life because your foundation is rooted in something eternal. To be in the world but not of it means you must operate on a different frequency. While others are bound by their emotions, you are led by wisdom. While they seek validation from man, you seek confirmation from the divine. You are not here to be shaped by the world. You are here to change it. There are signs, clear, undeniable signs, that you are not ordinary. You have always known deep down that you were different. The way you see things, the way you process life, and the way you experience the world have never been like those around you. You have felt it since childhood, that sense of being set apart, of not fully belonging. You have had experiences that others cannot explain, encounters that defy logic, and moments where you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that something greater was at work in your life. One of the first signs that you are not ordinary is your unusual experiences. The spiritual world has always been closer to you than to most people. You have had dreams that carried messages, visions that revealed truth, and encounters that left you with a sense of divine presence. Sometimes you have been in situations where you should not have survived, but something, someone protected you. You have walked through seasons of isolation where it felt like the world rejected you, but in reality, it was God separating you for something greater. Those moments were never coincidences. They were evidence that you are different, that you are called. Another sign is your heightened spiritual awareness. You see beyond what others see. You sense things before they happen. You walk into a room and feel the energy shift. Your discernment is sharp, and you recognize when something is off, even when there is no evidence to confirm it. You have an inner knowing that cannot be explained, a deep intuition that guides you, even when logic says otherwise. And when you ignore it, you always regret it. This is not a gift that everyone carries. It is part of your spiritual makeup, a tool given to you because of your unique assignment. Most importantly, you have a deep sense of mission. While others drift through life unsure of their purpose, you have always felt a pull towards something greater. Even if you do not fully understand it yet, you know that your life is not your own. You are driven by something beyond personal ambition. You carry a responsibility that others do not, a weight that presses on you, urging you to rise, to grow, to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. This is why you cannot settle, why you cannot fit into the mold of the world. You were never meant to. You were born to stand out. The battle for your identity is the greatest war you will ever fight. It is not a battle of flesh and blood, but a war waged in the unseen realm. One designed to keep you blind to the truth of who you really are. The enemy works overtime to deceive you because he knows that the moment you discover your true identity, you become unstoppable. His greatest weapon is not physical attack, but mental deception. If he can make you doubt your worth, question your purpose, and believe that you are just another ordinary person, then he has already won half the battle. From the moment you were born, the enemy has tried to plant seeds of confusion in your mind. He has used people, situations, and even your own thoughts to make you feel unworthy, forgotten, and insignificant. He has used rejection to make you question your value, hardship to make you doubt your calling, and pain to make you believe that you are abandoned. But all of this has been a lie, a carefully crafted strategy to keep you from stepping into your divine authority. The enemy's greatest fear is that you will wake up to the truth that you are chosen, set apart, and empowered by God. That is why your journey has been difficult. That is why you have faced battles that others have not. It is not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. If you were just another person, the enemy would not care. But because you carry something divine, because you have been sent with an assignment, he has worked day and night to break you before you discover your full potential. He tries to keep you bound by fear, insecurity, and self-doubt. Because as long as you believe you are powerless, you will never step into your true calling. But the deception stops the moment you recognize it. You were never meant to live in fear. You were never meant to live under the weight of past failures or the opinions of others. You are not who the enemy says you are. You are not who your past says you are. You are who God says you are. And when you finally embrace that truth, chains break, strongholds fall, and you step into the fullness of your identity. The battle has never been about what you do. It has always been about who you are. To walk in your calling, you must fully embrace the truth of your supernatural origin. You are not just a person navigating through life, hoping to find purpose. You were sent here with a divine assignment, and until you embrace that truth, you will always feel like something is missing. The struggle many face is not about discovering their purpose, it is about accepting the weight of their identity. The world has conditioned people to live small, to shrink themselves to fit into systems that were never designed for them. But you were never meant to conform. You were meant to transform. The moment you stop running from who you are, everything begins to shift. The confusion lifts. The battles make sense. And you start to see that every challenge was a setup for your elevation. You begin to recognize that the things that once burdened you, your sensitivity, your deep awareness, your ability to see through deception, were not weaknesses but indicators of your divine nature. These qualities set you apart because you are not meant to function like everyone else. You are not just human, you are spirit clothed in flesh, walking in the midst of a world that does not understand the power that resides within you. But embracing your divine nature requires you to reject the lies that have been spoken over you. It demands that you silence the voice of doubt, fear, and insecurity. The enemy will try to remind you of your past, of your shortcomings, of every reason why you are unworthy. But none of that defines you. Your origin is not in the mistakes you made, nor in the struggles you have endured. Your origin is in the eternal, and when you start living from that truth, you move differently. You speak with authority, you operate with confidence, and you stop seeking validation from a world that could never comprehend your true value. There is no more time to hesitate, no more time to question whether you are called. The proof is in everything you have survived. The very fact that you are here, still standing, still seeking, still pressing forward despite the trials, is evidence that you carry something divine. The moment you fully accept your supernatural nature, the doors that seem locked will open. The limitations that held you back will fall, and the power within you will manifest in ways you never imagined. This is who you are. Own it. You are not here by accident. Your existence is not random, nor is your journey without meaning. You were sent, dispatched from eternity into time to bring transformation, to shine light in darkness, and to fulfill a heavenly assignment. This world may try to convince you otherwise, may attempt to drown out your calling with distractions, temptations, and trials, but the truth remains. You are a vessel chosen for a divine purpose. Until you fully grasp this, life will always feel incomplete, like something within you is waiting to be unlocked. Your mission is not about personal success alone, it is about impact. You were designed to shift atmospheres, to challenge the status quo, and to bring divine wisdom into a world that is lost in confusion. That is why you have endured battles that others have not. That is why you have carried burdens that others could never understand. Your struggles were not meant to break you. They were meant to equip you. Every trial, every setback, and every season of isolation has been preparation. God has been shaping you, refining you, and molding you so that when the time comes, you will be ready to step fully into the assignment placed upon your life. This mission requires boldness. You cannot walk in your calling while seeking the approval of the world. You cannot bring transformation while remaining silent in the face of darkness. You are the light, and light cannot be hidden. It is meant to shine, to illuminate, to expose what is hidden, and to lead others out of confusion. That is why your presence unsettles some people. That is why your spirit discerns things others overlook. You were not placed here to blend in. You were placed here to stand out. But standing out comes with responsibility. To fulfill your heavenly assignment, you must be disciplined. You must guard your mind, protect your spirit, and stay connected to the divine source that fuels your purpose. The enemy will attempt to pull you off course, to distract you with doubt, fear, and compromise. But you must remain focused, anchored in the truth of who you are and why you are here. When you fully step into your mission, chains will break, lives will be changed, and the world will feel the weight of your presence. You were sent for such a time as this. The world is waiting for you to rise. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were never designed to simply exist, to blend in, or to follow the patterns of this world. You are chosen, you are called, you are an ambassador of the kingdom, sent with a divine purpose that no one else can fulfill. The battles you have faced were not to break you, but to build you. The trials were not to stop you, but to strengthen you. Everything you have endured has been shaping you for this moment, this awakening to your true identity. You are here to escape the stake. You are here to have your true identity. Now is the time to rise. No more doubting, no more hesitating, no more waiting for permission to walk in the power that has been placed within you. The world may not recognize who you are, but heaven does. And when you step into alignment with your divine nature, everything will begin to shift. Doors will open. Strongholds will break. The weight of your calling will no longer feel like a burden but a privilege. You are not just here to survive. You are here to transform, to lead, to bring light where there is darkness. So stand firm in your identity. Reject the lies. Silence the fear. Walk boldly in the authority that has been given to you. Because when you finally embrace who you truly are, nothing on earth, nothing in hell, and nothing in this life can stop you from fulfilling your God-given assignment. The world has yet to see the full power of what is inside you. Now is the time to let it be revealed.